Hey, Shalom Markings with Karma Kapash from GMS London. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bah Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful expression of truth and all sincerity. Alright, back again with a video, inspired by this article here. You got wildfires going on out there in Texas, right? These out of control wildfires, right? And apparently it's like the second biggest wildfire they've ever experienced. Okay, they had to shut down the nuclear power plant and all that kind of stuff, right? But the topic of this video is just gonna be on the real fire, okay, that's about to, befall upon the land of America, okay? Because these things are just small, situational scenarios taking place, getting ready for the real fire to come upon America in the form of the nuclear missiles, man. Okay, at the peak of World War III. All right, so these are nothing but little fires. Okay, the real fire is on its way. All right, but I'll show you read a little bit of this and just grab some scriptures. Right, this is a series of wildfires swept across the Texas Panhandle early Wednesday, prompting evacuations, cutting off power to thousands, and forcing the brief shutdown of a nuclear weapons facility as strong winds, dry grass, and unseasonably warm weather temperatures fed the blazes. All right, so the Most High, he's setting the fire, sending angels out there to set the place on fire. Okay, causing blackouts and evacuations and all kinds of things, right? Republican Governor Greg Abbott issued a disaster declaration for 60 counties as the main blaze, the Smokehouse Creek fire swelled into the second largest wildfire in the state's history. The main facility that disassembles America's nuclear arsenal paused operations Tuesday night, but said it was open for normal work on Wednesday. Authorities have not said what might have caused the blaze, which tore through sparsely populated counties set amid vast high plains punctuated by cattle ranches and oil rigs. This is the Borgia, a community of about 13,000 in Hutchinson County. Adriana Hill said she and her family were terrified as the fire encircled the entire town until the winds shifted. All right. So yeah, you got that, going on down there in Texas. Lord willing, Most High protect any brothers that are, in those regions, in those areas, right? Lord protect these men. But I say, the ultimate fire is gonna come down upon America real soon, man. Okay, and these type of fires will be the least of their worries. All right, so let's jump into Jeremiah 51 here, verse 1. All right, and it says here, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon." Okay, Babylon in this time represents America. Okay, Babylon the Great. Okay, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Most High is going to bring a destroying wind to the land of America, right? And again, these nuclear weapons, man, right? They are destroying wind, of fire and force, right? When they explode, they create shock waves and, they devastate things for, miles around, man. All right. This is this destroying wind, right? It's the same as the angels holding back the four winds of heaven, man. Destroying wind, right? That's them holding back the destruction, okay, until the elect are sealed. Okay, it says, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." Okay, and the day of trouble, day of Jacob's trouble, the day of the Lord, right? That's all coming. That's all one event, right? That's going to take place upon the whole earth, man. But America's going to be a focal point to that. Okay, Israel's going to be a focal point to that. Okay, the things that you're going to go through and suffer and experience, right? But generally, the whole earth is going to be in the time of trouble. Okay, pursuant to Daniel 12:1. Okay, those days is coming, right? So against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel have not been forsaken, right? Israel are not a forsaken people. Okay, the true children of the nation of Israel, unique Hispanics and Native Americans, we have not been forsaken, even though the world has forsook us, man. Okay, and left us to rot, right? Left us dead, right? Without no understanding, no knowledge of who we truly are. Okay, the Lord has had to revive us, man, through this word. Okay, these nations know who we are, man, but they keep us in a dead state of mind, man. Believing that we're nothing but slaves and products of these elites, man. Okay, we're just slaves in all these countries that we're living in. It says so for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul, but be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. The Lord is going to bring vengeance upon our enemies, man, beginning with these Edomites in America, man. The Lord is going to bring vengeance and destroy that place, man, just like he, brought us out of, destroyed Babylon using the Persians, right? But we was never saved, right? We went into the hand of the Persians too. Right, but the Lord is going to deliver us in this time, right, and destroy our enemies utterly. Right? This is for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, right? So again, America plays this role. America has been that pinnacle nation upon the earth that has been exalted above all others. Okay, that have power and influence over all others. Right, living the best, the mightiest. Right? Says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, right? And you got all these people in the world today, these politicians, these would-be presidents and all that kind of stuff, trying to change their country, trying to make it better because it's going down the fucking pan, right? Trying to regather some kind of greatness to it, making all these fucking promises. Oh, we're gonna get you jobs. We're gonna have a great middle class economy and all this kind of bullshit. All these promises, man, and it all falls short because it's all bullshit. This country, these countries, these nations, Esau's kingdom is dying, right? And there's nothing they can do to resurrect it, man, to make it as great as it once was. There's nothing they can do because their time is at an end. Okay. So there's no healing Babylon, right? So we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, right? And let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reach unto heaven and is lift up even to the skies, right? So once them nukes hit, everyone's gonna just come to terms with, yeah, man, America's finished, it's done, right? They ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing there for us no more. Just forget it. Forget about America, man. It's done, right? All this hope that all these lies that they push out there, trying to make you believe in this system, trying to make you believe in Esau and his ability to rule and all this kind of. It's all gonna be over when those nukes hit. When the Most High sends those nukes, man, that is it. The dream is finished. The American dream is gone. Right? There's gonna be no more America. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reach unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And the Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Right? All these great works. The same thing that occurred when we were delivered out of Egypt. Okay, his works were declared throughout the whole earth. And the same is going to be done when the Lord brings judgment against America, man. Okay, his name is going to be magnified, right? Him and his sons, right? It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, right? And the Medes here in this time represents the Russians. Okay, the Russians and their allies, man. Okay, they're the ones that are being, risen up to come against America and their allies. Okay, to destroy it. Okay, Gog, Magog. Okay, that's who it's talking about, Russia. Okay, that's why the Lord has those spirits. There's friction between those spirits, man, between America and Russia, man, between Putin and these Biden and Trump, whoever, man, whoever's in power, right? This tensions is growing. Okay. It says, said, Lord, I've raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, right? The Most High has intention to destroy America, right? To destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Why? Because the Israelites went into slavery, served slavery in the land of America. Translate a slave trade. Okay. Very well documented, very well known, right? Everybody knows what you so-called white people did to the Negroes. Okay. What you done to the Native Americans, what you done to to the Latinos, the Hispanics, man. Everyone knows what you've done to our people. Right? And the Lord is bringing vengeance for that. Okay, the Lord is revenging us. Okay, for your wickedness against us. Okay. To set up the stand upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes, for the Lord have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, right? Again, it rules over the nations, right? Abundant in treasures. Okay, America is the richest and most wealthy economy on the planet, with all the billionaires and the millionaires, the billionaires, the trillionaires, and all that kind of stuff. That's where most people want to go sell their products, man, because people are going to fucking buy it. Right? So they're filled up with many treasures, right? So all that dwells upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come. And this is what we keep telling you, man. The end of this kingdom is nigh at hand, right? So, and the measure of thy covetousness, right? Your theft, your desire to take from others things that don't belong to you. Okay, you've gone around perpetrating this throughout the whole fucking earth, man. As you Edomites, okay, as the Edomites, the so-called white man. That's what you've gone and done around the whole earth, and this is why you've got great treasures. Why you've got all the things and all the power that you have. Okay, the Most High has set you on the path of covetousness, right, which is going to end in destruction. Right, America was stolen. Okay, it was not your land, right? The Native Americans were there, our people. Okay, the Gadites, the Reubenites, right? All our people there, right? We was there first. Okay, and you come and stole it from us, man. Killed us. Okay, brought down our numbers low, but then put us on fucking reservations, shitty parts of the land that no longer had anything of worth to you after you stole everything else. Your covetous practices are going to be judged. All right. This is the Lord of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up and shout against thee. He hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth vapours to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. All right, that's all I read from that. Let's see. I'm going to grab this first, right? This is Isaiah 13 and 1. It says, the burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of the heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Right? So this is this nuclear power, this nuclear fire that is going to be sent to you. Okay? By Gog Magog, i.e. Russia, the Medes, right? And these other nations that possess these nuclear weapons. The Lord's going to put the spirit upon these other nations, even America's so-called allies are going to send or shoot missiles against America, man. Right? So they come from a far country, right? They're coming from the other side of the earth, essentially, right? It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another, their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right, let's see. Yeah, read on first, right? So, reading on, this is for the stars of the heaven, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and he's going forward, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, right? Because all the destruction is gonna, all the smoke and that kind of stuff is gonna block the light from these celestial bodies, man. All right. So I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, and even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, right? And this is really speaking about a man of the Lord, right? Because they're going to be protected in that time. They're going to be delivered. Pardon me, right? So therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. So what's going to cause that? These nukes, man, and their great destructive power, right? And the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. And it should be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Right? Again, this represents the Russians in this case, right? In this time. Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it, right? So there's not going to be no deal done, where, you're going to avoid World War III and all this kind of stuff. This isn't going to happen. And the Most High has made it, clear that you're on the path to war. And, Putin just had that interview with Carlson Tucker, and he was explaining everything that has been going on for the last 500 years. Right? He gave some long history about Russia and how it formed, however long the span of time was. But he was talking about all these, U.S. administrations and how they've been trying to be included in certain projects and whatever, and then they've been denied, man. And it's forced Russia to be who they are today, right? So the Most High has had it, put the spirit on them to lead them to this place, to have this war, okay, which is unavoidable. So there isn't going to be no deal done, no understanding, okay. So their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. The Babylon, Slakia, the glory of kingdoms, okay, which is America, right? The beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and what happened to that? Okay, that got burnt up too, right? That place no longer exists. Okay, that is not a thriving community whatsoever, man. There's nothing there, right? As it goes on to say, it shall never be inhabited. Right? America is never going to be inhabited again. And this is how you know it's not speaking about ancient Babylon. This is not talking about the ancient Medes. Because this never took place. This never took place, man. The places in Babylon, i.e. Iraq and Iran and all that place around the Fertile Crescent, all that kind of all that area, that's all there. That's all people are still living there, man. All the provinces that Babylon was ruling over, all the provinces that Persia was, ruling over afterwards, they just moved in. They took over the empire. It still had inhabitants. So it's not talking about ancient time. This is talking about something completely different, man. But just using the Persians and the Medes in this time to really speak about something else. There's a duality really to these scriptures, man. Yes, we was in captivity under the Babylonians. Yes, the Persians did take them over. But this judgment we're reading here is not really speaking about them in this time. This is really speaking about America in these last days, man. And the would-be Medes in this story is the Russians, man. And they're being sent against America to destroy it. Okay? And America's going to be destroyed without inhabitant, and no one's going to dwell there again. All right? It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the iron shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And and their time is near to come. Her days shall not be prolonged. Right? And they say the time is running out on Esau, man. You see the elites, man, they're dropping dead. And so they're going to need to get things moving, man. Okay, they need to sort this shit out. You know? Because they're running out of time. Is Isaiah 34 verse 1 says, Come ye near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, and the world, and all things that are come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Right? That's why the Lord's going to come and destroy these nations, man. He's not coming to save them. He's coming to destroy the nations and destroy their armies. Right? He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Okay, this is talking about this nuclear fire. Okay, what they call the mushroom cloud, right? As it rolls in on itself, as it envelops itself, right? And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Because these swords, these missiles, where do they go? They go through the skies. Okay, they go through heaven. Okay, because the sky is one of the heavens, man. Okay, there's 3 heavens, right? You got the heaven under the firmament, okay, in the earth, which is in the sky and the air, right? And you got the outer heaven, okay, which is space. And the third heaven is the spiritual realm. Okay, scripture speaks about 3 heavens, or a third heaven, right? So there's 3. So they're going to be bathed in heaven. They're going to be in the air, in the sky. They're going to travel through the sky, right? Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, so, right, just like missiles, right? The intercontinental ballistic missiles and all that, right? They go through the air in an arcing fashion, and they come down. They drop like arrows, right? That's why they're spoken about as like arrows, right? It's the same kind of instrument, just in a different era, more advanced, more destructive. Okay. It says to come down upon Idumea, okay, which is these Edomites. Okay, Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom, right? So you so-called white people, that's who you are. You're Edomites, right? And your pinnacle, your pinnacle part of your kingdom is America, and that's where it's going to come down upon, right? Upon the people of my curse to judgment, okay, because Esau's cursed. Okay, he's the hated of the Lord. He's the wicked, right? The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right? However, that whatever the mad square miles America is, right, that's what's going to be destroyed, and everybody in it's going to be destroyed, man. All the inhabitants of America that's there at that point in time is going to be destroyed, man. Save the elect. They're going to get beamed up out of there. But that's a lot of people. All right? For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. Again, revenge, vengeance. Right? For what? As it goes on to say. And the year of recompense is for the controversy of Zion. Right? For the Israelites. For what you've done to his people. Right? And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched day nor night. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. For from generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. Right. So like I said, Babylon, that never took place in Babylon. This judgment. It's the same judgment. It's speaking about the same thing, but it's speaking about this current time. Okay, it's speaking about in the land of America. Okay, it's yet to happen. But as you're going to see, we're going to hear the same outline, right? But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness, right? Because of the sheer destruction, you're not going to recognize nothing there, right? You don't know where, because they were divided into states, and they got all like, what do they call that? What's the word, man? For lack of a better word, they got their, these different states got their monuments to let you know that you're in, you're in that state and all that kind of stuff. But you're not gonna see none of that. You're not gonna know where anything was, or where one state started, where it ended, and you don't know nothing about it. It's gonna be just a wasteland. All right. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there. Right, because that's where the seat of the power, seat of the power was in America, in the White House. But that ain't gonna be there. And these people of power, they ain't gonna be there, because they're all gonna be destroyed. Right. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all our princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in our palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons and a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay and hatch, and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Right? So all we ultimately need is understanding from these scriptures, to understand the things that are going on. So then he hath cast a lot for them, and his hand have divided unto them by line, and it shall be put, and they shall possess it forever, from generation to generation, and they shall dwell therein. Right, so it ain't gonna be inhabited no more, man, because it's gonna be destroyed, and all of these creatures are gonna be there. All right, like I said, in Babylon, there's still people there. There's still all kinds of shit going on down there. This judgment hasn't come yet. Okay, it's not gonna come, and Babylon is not a mighty power right now. Right? It's not. Okay, the mighty power in the earth today is America. Okay, beginning with America, these Edomites, right? Is Isaiah 47 verse 1, to come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? So we're going to see here, he's talking about the same thing, but now it's being referenced as the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, a progeny, an offspring of Babylon. It's just another wicked kingdom, another oppressive rulership over the Israelites. That's all it really represents. Right? You are this modern day Babylon. Okay? To sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the fire, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, right? Because you've been set up in glory, for the majority of the time, right? Everyone's looked up to you and wondered after you and wanting to be like you, right? Go to your country and, live that American dream. Everyone was aspiring to be there, to be a part of you, be a part of America, right? But now all the bad shit's coming out. All the wickedness that you've been done is been coming out, man, and everyone's got shit to say about you now as well. That dream, that glory that you had is now been tainted, right? And the world is speaking against you. Okay. It says that thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, right? So when Yahushua returns with the angels, right, he's not coming like a mortal being, a mortal human, like he did when he first came, where you could beat him and mock him and taunt him, right? Pierce him. He's not going to come in that fashion. He's going to come in his power, in power and great glory, as the scriptures say, right? And he's going to appear over America with the angels, man, and watch that shit burn, right? And add to the fire, okay, and save the elect. That's what he's going to do, man, right? So as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Right? You're not going to be called the fair lady, the one that everyone admires, everyone lusts after and wants to be with and wants to deal with. All these countries, they want to deal with this lady, man, because it's beneficial for them. They can be rich. They can get more better ties with people, favoritisms and all this kind of stuff, you know, links, all these things. Okay, they want to be close to her, right? It says, I was rough with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. Okay, how was he rough? What did he do? He put us into slavery underneath you, man. Put some cargo slave ships and shipped us around the world. Shipped us to America, shipped us to the islands, shipped us to Britain. Okay, you Edomites were allowed to do that. You was given power to do that. Okay, that's what the Lord was rough, right? Because that's what he did to us. He gave us into your hands, just like he said he would. I said, I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand, right? Thou didst shew them no mercy. So when you got us on those shits, man, you read about what the things they used to do to us, man. They were fucking cruel, and I mean cruel, man. There was no mercy in them whatsoever, man. They didn't give a fuck about our lives, man, or how they treated us. We were nothing but beasts unto them, worse than beasts unto them. And then how they treated us when we got to land. You know, the conditions that they would have us in, the torture that would put us through. You know? And you fed our babies to alligators and separated the families and stuff, man. There was no mercy in you whatsoever, man. We hadn't done nothing to you. Okay, but it was nothing for you to treat us like fucking animals, man. And have no care for our lives at all. We was worse than animals, man, because you'd have a care over your dogs and shit. But for us, man, you didn't give a fuck. All right. So yeah, you showed no mercy upon the ancient, has thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou hast said, I shall be a lady forever. So you will be in this position forever. You're gonna be at the top. You're gonna be the one that everybody wants to be, the one that everyone wants to be with. Right? You're gonna sit in the head seat. That's what you believe. And you say, you Americans, especially you Americans, right? Esau, but especially you Americans, you believe it a lot, man. You don't believe no one can take you down, and you're so fucking proud because you've got a supposedly great military, and you got a great economy, and you got a well-reserved currency. You don't believe that no one can take you out, man. You know, but the most I can, with little effort. All right, and that's what the Lord's doing right now. Okay. So thou hast said, I shall be a lady forever, so that they did not lay these things to thy heart. Right? You didn't think nothing was going to come back to you. There was going to be no recompense for your wickedness. So neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Yeah, because you're that impervious to shit. You're so great. Right? But these two things shall come into thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Right, everything's gonna come upon you in its perfection, man, because it's not just gonna be one thing that's happening to you, man. A whole bunch of shit is happening simultaneously, man, to fuck your shit up, man, to destroy you. Right? Everything is gonna happen all at once. And that's why everyone's gonna know this is the judgment from the Lord, man. The Lord's really gonna fuck you up, man. Okay, and it's gonna end with thermonuclear fire. Everything that could happen to you, man, is gonna happen. You know? For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. You think you got everybody fooled, man. Okay, but people are starting to wise up to your bullshit. All the wickedness that you're doing behind the scenes. You know, that veneer that you put on yourself, the glamour, right? It's all fake. And people are starting to see that, man. Right? Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me, man. Because you think, you still think he's too fucking smart, man. Because he has great wealth and he has, great ability to research things and see things and, go search out this witchcraft and this ancient fucking text and all. He thinks he's the fucking dog's bollocks. He thinks he's so fucking intelligent, man, but he's a fool. Right? And he's going to be shown as a fool. Right? It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know whence it riseth. If you're so smart, how come you didn't see it? You didn't see it coming. You didn't know. No, you was too arrogant, man. Didn't believe it, you know. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, when thou hast labored, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Okay, which you can't. Okay, you've gotten this far with it. But what you didn't understand that is, using all this wickedness, man, was going to end badly for you, man. It could never be sustained. It could never go on forever. Your wickedness cannot go on forever. And that's something the Most High have made clearly clear throughout time. That wickedness shall not reign continuously on the earth, man. It has an end. These kingdoms have an end. They have ended. They have not gotten away with it. Okay, just like we haven't. All right? So your time is coming, and soon. So thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things which that shall come upon thee. Right? They're not going to have any answers for you, man. See, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Okay, they're going to get judged, man. America's going to be destroyed, and it's going to be set on fire. It's going to become a lake of fire. And ain't no one going to be able to stop that. Pardon me, right? Nobody. So there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast laboured, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. So like I said, ain't no one else going to come and intervene and save you from the judgment either. You know? It's just not going to happen, man. Okay, in fact, they're going to be part of the reason why you're being destroyed. Okay, like I said, they're going to send their missiles on you too. You know? All right, this is the last one. I'll close out on this, right? Jeremiah 50 verse 24. It said, I have laid a snare for thee. There's a jump up one, right? It's verse 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder, right? To be a hammer, you got to be on top, man. You have to have the power to physically oppress and smash nations, man. And that's what, Esau, beginning of America, does, man. He just goes around bullying weaker nations, man, taking their shit because he's covetous. All these traits, all these things we've been reading, it applies to America, man. That's what they do. All right? How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right? How did you fall? Because no one thought you could. How did you fall? Because the Most High, right? So I have laid a snare for thee, the Most High did, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware, because of your arrogancy, man, because of your pride. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory. What's in his armory? These nukes. Right? And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, right? So the Most High has had you build these technologies, man, to really do yourself in with. To destroy yourself with, man. What you thought was your ultimate trump card, right? That you're using to threaten everybody and keep everybody in line. That's what's going to be turned upon you, man. It's going to destroy you, man. Okay, you've created the weapons of your own destruction, man. Only a fool would fall upon his own sword. Right? And this is why it's going to be an embarrassing thing, man, that, you end up destroying yourself, man. But you're supposed to be the fucking mightiest. So come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. Okay, again, that day is nearing every day, getting closer and closer, right? And these Edomites, these elites, they feel it, man. Right? They're concerned. Right? So the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance. So we go the vengeance again, right? Because the Lord is angry, man. Right? For what you've done to his children. The Lord doesn't love everybody. You think he loves the people who've been oppressing his children? Who in their right mind would love anybody like that, that oppressed and tormented and cruelty, was cruel to their children. Who the fuck would love that person or people? That's why the Most High is going to fuck all you guys up, man. All you heathen are going to get fucked up, man. Because you all done it. Lord don't love you, heathen, man. Alright? So to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple of the Israelites, man, beginning with the elect. Alright, call together the archers against Babylon. Okay, again, archers, arrows, missiles. All those that have missiles, man, all these have that nuclear capabilities, missile technology, all that stuff, man. Right? The Lord is calling them together. Right? And right now, you got two kind of different sides. You got American allies, you got Russian allies, and so on and so forth. So there's two sides to this conflict. But the Most High is going to gather all these nations, and whatever they got to shoot, the Lord's going to have them shoot on the land of America. So the Most High is going to put the spirit, in these leaders and these military generals to do that. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. And like I said, your history and track record of wickedness is fucking immense. Right? There's no person with bloodier hands on the fucking planet. Right? There's no excusing yourself, man. There's no getting out of this. You Edomites love to do that, man. Oh, well, it's not the same now. We did do that, but now things are different. Different how? Because it's not the same? You feel like you ain't doing it still? Because you changed how you do it? More subtle? More behind the scenes? You still fucking oppressing people, man. Destroying people, killing people, stealing things. Like, you ain't never fucking stopped. You ain't fucking stopped. You're still taxing the shit out of Jake. Like, why is Jake even paying fucking taxes, man? Built this fucking place up, and now fucking getting taxed the shit out of, man. Like all that free labor, man. You paid the fucking slave owners back. We didn't get shit, but you still want to fucking tax the shit out of us, man. Keep us poor. What the fuck is, bro? You ain't changed, man. You ain't fucking changed, man. All right. It says according to her work, according to all that she had done, do unto her. Right. And this is why we keep telling you, man, you're gonna go into slavery, man. Yeah, Revelation 13 and 10. Okay. He that leads in captivity should go into captivity. Right? Those that kill with the sword shall be killed with the sword, man. Right? Those things are coming upon you, man. Whether you like that or not. Okay, when the Lord is ready, when the Lord brings the judgment here. Okay? According to all that she hath done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord God of hosts. Because Esau is the most proud. Beginning with these Americans, right? For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall be stubble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in these cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And that's where you're going to find all the tribes, man, in America. All the tribes were there. All of them were being oppressed. Right? The bulk of them as a collective are there. Right? You got, people, guys like us that are, scattered, in all these different places, man. But as a bulk of people, the Israelites are all in America, man. All being oppressed together. So all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Is that not true? Are we not in the land of America now still serving you? But you seem to think it's different just because there's no chains. But we're still serving you. Still building your kingdom. Like I said, you're still fucking paying taxes for you. Paying our taxes to you, paying our tribute to you. Are you not the Caesar of our time? And we have to render to Caesar what Caesar, are you not the one over us? Are you not the one that owns the police forces and the army? Are they our army? Do we have our own land? No, we don't have fucking shit all, man. They haven't let us go. The term emancipation, man, doesn't mean to be made free. It's transfer of ownership. You haven't been made free. Yeah, it's just the state owns you now rather than a private slave owner. You're now just a corporate slave. Right? So verse 34 said, "Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name." Right? Yahweh. Right? He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Inhabitants of Babylon. These Babylonians. Right? A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. Right? Because we know America is a big ass melting pot. It ain't just Edomites there. But we know Edomites ruled that nation. But you got everybody there. All these heathens are fucking there. Right? So, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Okay, everything in America is going to be destroyed, man. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols, right? In the land of America, you can worship anything. They have that as a part of your constitution, is it, right? The freedom of religion. But America prides itself of being a Christian nation, or God's people, God's nation, right? But you allow idolatry in it. How does that make any sense? You allow fucking Satanism, man. It's fucking crazy, right? But all these religions, any religion you support, you protect, you endorse, promote, whatever, man. Okay, you do that. Is this not you? Right? It says, they are mad upon their idols. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the iron shall dwell there. So again, it's going back into the same sort of conditions of what's going to happen after the fire, and the type of creatures that are going to be living there, because they ain't going to be men. Right? It says, and the owl shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. As God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Right? So again, it's the same thing. Right? But again, it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about modern day Babylon. Okay, which is not in Babylon, right? It's in America. Right? Like I said, Babylon today, okay, which would be like, Iraq and all that kind of stuff. They're not anybody on the earth. They're not anybody in a position of power or influence or nothing, man. Riches, nothing. No one's wanting to be them. Right? America's already done fucked that place up. All right, so ain't nobody want to be there, be them people, or whatever, right? Ain't no one doing fucking trade with them and making them rich. It's fucking shit down there. Right? But America is that city, that nation today. All right. See, behold, the people shall come forth from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Right. So this is Russia and these other nations that are going to rise up against America, man, against Esau. Right. And they shall hold the bow and the lance, and they are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. All right, so the Lord is gearing up this World War III for you, man. So you're gonna have a real challenge. Yeah, we're gonna see how mighty you are, because all you've done is bully weaker nations, man. You came in late World War II. You got some bones on some surrendering Japanese waving white flags, and that's what you've done, man. And you've gone around just blowing up Arabs. So we're gonna see how mighty the American military really is. You're gonna see what it's like to fight a real war. It says, the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs or as a woman in travail. They're not looking forward to this fight, man. You already know this. They're not looking forward to this fight. But the Most High just keeps pushing them in that direction, man. They're making them arrogant and stuff, but they don't really want this fight, man. They already know, right? This isn't going to end well. And even though they know this, they're still going to go forth, because the Most High put that stubborn spirit in the hard-headedness. Just like Pharaoh, and the Most High put that hard spirit in Pharaoh, man, and just had him resist. They can't be seen as weak. So we're America, we ain't gonna back down. We don't back down from no one. And so you just, like, walk into your destruction, man. You know. See, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right? And that's why, it's important, everything that's going on down there in the Middle East with Israel and, in Gaza, the Palestinians, and, the Arabs in the area. That's the important events that are taking place, man. Because these Israelis, they're causing a big problem in the earth, man. Causing the big issue, and it's drawing other nations in, right, into conflict, right? That's what means the least of the flock shall draw them out. Right, so at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Because when America is destroyed, the whole world is going to shake to and fro when these missiles hit, and everyone's going to be astonished, man. Everyone's going to be shocked. Everyone's going to be fucked up, man. Their spirits going to be messed up, man, because they're not going to be able to. They're going to be. They're going to be able to believe it, man. It's going to be a fucking shocking day for people, knowing that America, the whole place is fucking gone, been nuked. The whole of it, gone. That's fucking newsworthy. You know what I'm saying? That's something you won't ever fucking forget. Where was you on the day America got nuked, man? You fucking, bro. Nothing like it's ever happened, and this is why the time we're living isn't like nothing before. Pursuing the down was 12-1. It's nothing like has ever happened before, man. Great destruction is gonna come upon the earth. Great troubles, great sorrow, great suffering. All right, and like I said, the land of America is going to get turned into a lake of fire, man. So, all this, wildfires that take place over there, man, these are just little things, man. But, and the Most High is at work, doing these things, man. But the real fire is yet to come, right? And people are really going to be shocked and astonished in that day. All right, I've gone on long enough. And Lord, this has been edifying. And I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So until next time, I say shalom.